Danish media say that the Danish spy agency helped the US to spy on powerful people and politicians in Western Europe from 2012 to 2014. And the famous NSA whistleblower, Edward Snowden, says US President Joe Biden was deeply involved in this scandal when he was vice president to Barack Obama. Here are the details. The BBC reports that Denmark's Secret Service helped the US to spy on European politicians, such as German Chancellor Angela Merkel from 2012 to 2014, according to Danish media. The Danish public service broadcaster DR says Denmark's Defense Intelligence Service, or FE, collaborated with America's NSA to gather information. The NSA is said to have accessed text messages and the phone conversations of a number of prominent individuals in Germany, France, Sweden, and Norway by tapping into Danish internet cables in cooperation with the FE. Following the new report, the famous NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden accused US President Joe Biden of being deeply involved in this scandal the first time around. Biden was US Vice President at the time the reported surveillance took place. The alleged setup, said in the report to have been codenamed Operation Dunhammer, allowed the NSA to obtain data using the telephone numbers of politicians as search parameters. Similar allegations emerged in 2013. At that time, the Obama administration gave no outright denial, but said Mrs. Merkel's phone was not being bugged at the time and would not be in the future. Denmark's Defense Minister Trine Bramsen told DR that systematic wiretapping of close allies is unacceptable. The Guardian newspaper revealed that China has likely been spying on U.S. citizens via Caribbean phone networks for years. The paper based its article on research by Gary Miller, a former mobile network security executive. Miller has been analyzing sensitive signals data for years and says China appears to have used mobile phone networks in the Caribbean to surveil U.S. mobile phone subscribers as part of its espionage campaign against Americans. He says that China uses one of its state-controlled phone operators to direct signaling messages to U.S. subscribers, usually while they're traveling abroad. Signaling messages are commands that are sent by telecoms operators across the global network. They allow operators to locate mobile phones and connect users to one another. But some signaling messages can be used for tracking, monitoring, or intercepting communications. Miller said that China has lately favored more targeted espionage and are likely using Caribbean networks as proxies to conduct its attacks, having close ties with these countries in both trade and technology investment. The U.S. is currently fighting a massive hack that came to light on December 13th when Reuters reported that hackers had gained access to U.S. Treasury and Commerce Department emails. Since then, officials say that at least 6 government agencies were infiltrated and thousands of companies were infected with malware. The highly sophisticated hack was first discovered by a cybersecurity firm called FireEye. The company found that it had itself been hacked, meaning that the hackers could have hacked the powerful tools FireEye used to access top-secret systems. Researchers later found that SolarWinds software was at the core of the hack. They believe a SolarWinds product called Orion spread the malware via its own software updates. Once downloaded, the malware signaled back to its operators where it had landed. In cases where access was especially valuable, the hackers then used it to deploy more active malicious software to spread across its host. Part of the problem is that most people don't even know they have parts of SolarWinds software running on their systems or on systems they use every day. MIT analyzed the infamous chaos hack that targeted iPhones and found evidence suggesting the Chinese government is using civilian hacking competitions to find new hacks for its strategic hacking program, saying that China seemed to have used such a hack as part of its genocidal strategy to erase its Muslim minority. Here are the details. MIT's Technology Review magazine recently analyzed the infamous chaos hack that targeted iPhones in 2018, suggesting that China used a civilian competition to create the hack and then used it to spy on its Uyghur Muslim minority. The U.S. accuses China of committing genocide against its Uyghur population. The magazine linked the hack to a statement made in 2017 by the CEO of the Chinese cybersecurity giant Qihu 360 when he said Chinese hackers should stop participating in international hacking competitions, as such competitions give tech companies the chance to fix the hacks before China could use it to spy on people. The Chinese government agreed, forbidding its hackers to participate in such competitions. The next year, the first Tianfu Cup competition was held in China, where citizens are forced by law to help Chinese spy agencies. The magazine says that U.S. officials and tech companies later found that the prize-winning hack at that Tianfu Cup was very similar to the hack used later that year to infiltrate iPhones used by Uyghurs. For the past 7 years, China has committed human rights abuses against the Uyghur people and other minority groups in the western province of Xinjiang. While documented aspects of the campaign include detention camps, systemic compulsory sterilization, organized torture and rape, forced labor, and an unparalleled surveillance effort, the US and a number of other countries have called the actions a genocide. 20 years ago, if someone suggested that their water heater was spying on them, you would have had to ask them if they needed some time off work. These days, they're probably right. Especially if they've got one particular type of TV. Here's how that works. A Chinese analytics company has been collecting personal data from Skyworth brand smart TVs without users' consent, scanning their Wi-Fi every 10 minutes and uploading information according to protocol. The practice was revealed by a user who noticed their TV was being slow and analyzed back-end program code to find out why. What they found was a program by Beijing-based Gozen Data. According to the user, the program not only tracked activity on Skyworth smart TVs, it also tracked smart device activity near the TVs. A Skyworth spokesperson in Hong Kong told Apple Daily that it denied intruding on people's privacy, saying instead that it collected user data to facilitate personalized advertising. Protocol reports statements on Gozen's website that say its data collection service covers 149 million households, 140 million smart TVs, and 457 million people in China. Smart devices are increasingly prevalent in homes across China, and Protocol reports Weibo users shared concerns over security, noting how everything from stoves to kitchen hoods to water heaters is now linking up to the internet. Although the story arrives as the Chinese government has introduced new regulations protecting personal data and limiting its collection via mobile apps, according to the South China Morning Post, many will be familiar with China's existing privacy issues. China has 8 of the world's 10 most surveilled cities based on the number of cameras per 1,000 people, according to UK-based research firm Comparitech, cited by CNN. Private tech companies in Silicon Valley are punishing and rewarding the behavior of their clients in a manner similar to China's social credit system, as detailed in a report by business magazine Fast Company. Life insurance companies can now base premiums off of a person's social media posts to gauge if a client might indulge in risky activities such as adventurous climbing. A company called Patron Scan uses an ID scanner to help bars and restaurants handle customers and keep banned customers out. According to Patron Scan's website, the company has a banned patrons list that keeps track of customers who are not welcome if they were previously removed for fighting, sexual assault, drugs, theft, or other bad behavior. Airbnb can ban customers for life for any reason it chooses. A message on the company's website notes that it is not obligated to explain why action is taken against an account. Uber has a similar policy in which passengers can get banned from using the service if their rating is significantly below average. Messaging apps like WhatsApp are also now banning users if they send spam or threatening messages to others. A user's account can be terminated if they've been blocked by too many other users. This all is eerily reminiscent of China's social credit system, which has been in place since 2014. Under China's authoritarian government, citizens are assigned personal trustworthiness points as a way of monitoring the public and businesses. Trustworthy individuals are given more access to society, while individuals who are blacklisted are severely restricted.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.